Okay, so let me tell you what's going on right now. I've not been filming in a while, but just to give y'all an update, the logger that said that he would be here in March told us that he wouldn't be here until a year from now. So we've looked for other loggers. I've had a couple of people that I've been talking to about logging the property, and nobody can get to it. I've had loggers that wouldn't call me back, return my message or anything, so I'm just logging the property myself. I'm starting on cedar. A lot of people say you can't make any money off cedar. This is what I've got cut so far. I don't know if you can see that. I've got 9 hours into cutting the logs and rolling them off the hill. It's pretty steep, so I've got one hung up right there. It's hung up between two trees right there, so that's what I'm gonna work on today. I've only got 9 hours into it. They bring $100 a ton, so we'll see how much money we can make. And after I get all the cedars cut, I'm gonna move on to the hardwoods. Now we've got several hardwoods on this property, some maples and oak, walnut, cherry, so there'll probably be pretty good money there. But it sure does look different up in there. It's a lot more open now. The young trees can grow and do better, so that's what we're doing today. Well, good morning, folks. Today's the day we take the cedar to the mill. We'll find out how much money you can make off a load of cedar. Cousin Will's supposed to be coming up. I'm gonna borrow his trailer, and I think he said he was gonna help me load some logs on the first load, and then we'll take it to the mill and see what we can get. wanted to give y'all an update on the cedar hauling. So for a load of cedar, $698 is what we made off the load. $698. That's not bad if you take the gas, diesel in my truck, an hour there, an hour back. Well, it's about 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, but 30 minutes to unload it. Looking at around $40 an hour. Now I had to rent a skid loader with a grapple and that trailer. The skid loader was $480, and then the grapple was right at $200, and the trailer ended up being $896. So we didn't make much money off one load, but I learned a lot, and I got a lot done. You know, I scraped my driveway again. You'll see in a little while where I've made a turnaround at the top of the hill. The guy that did the dozer work, he just built the driveway up to where we're going to build the house. He didn't make a turnaround for trucks or anything to turn around. Dump trucks, concrete trucks, delivery trucks, all those trucks that deliver material to your house needs a place to turn around. So I took the skid loader and I've graded down my driveway, made it smoother, loaded the logs. It was great for loading the logs, very quick, very easy. And I'm sorry I didn't get all of that. I apologize. I'm new at this, so I left the camera at home, or I didn't have enough battery power. So I'm still learning a lot about YouTube and making videos. I'm not very good at it, so bear with me. If you enjoyed the content, I appreciate it. And we're gonna walk up here and get the skid loader, swap the buckets on it, do a little grade work, and then load it up and take it back tomorrow. I rented it for a weekend, which they only charge you for a one-day rental. So one thing I learned is that I learned how many logs it takes to make a load. And it's going to take 3 loads of logs to have a $2,000 profit, to be profitable. So I definitely have 3 loads of logs. And the other thing was, I learned that cutting them down, limbing them up, and cutting them in 100-inch sections on top of the hill and then roll them down is quite labor intensive. It's easier to cut them up, limb them up, and drag them off the hill and cut them up down here. It's much better. So I learned that. I learned how much it takes to make a load of logs. There's a big one right there. So I learned how many logs it takes to make a load. And I definitely have 3 loads of logs up there on that hill. So yeah, learned a lot, got a lot done, and made a little money. Really, the skid loader, I needed to cut the turnaround anyway, and really the skid loader only cost me $100 or $180 or whatever. So that was good that I got the skid loader for 2 days for only $180. But so yeah, we'll go up and swap the buckets, do a little grade work on the turnaround. It's almost complete, and then we'll load it up and take it back tomorrow. So